Good evening from Escondido. How is everyone doing tonight? It's just about 6:30 here, California time. The moon is just coming up over the mountains here. Absolutely spectacular. So this is basically the evening after the blue blood moon and the full lunar eclipse, which I got to see this morning. I'm going to post some pictures a little bit later, either today or tomorrow, of some of the stuff that I saw. The sky looked like literally all the colors of the chakra in the morning, you know, pinks and purples and teals and blues. It was the most amazing sun I've ever seen, or sunrise I've ever seen, and the sky was just lit up. There was one point when the eclipse was starting to get near the end of it. The moon actually looked like an eyeball. I'm not kidding you. Like, it looked like there was an eyeball in the sky, and you could see the lens and the cornea, and it almost even looked like venation. It was the most crazy thing I've ever seen. It was super cool. It was like utterly incredible. So I got there a little before 4, before it started, and got to see it from start to finish, and it was an unbelievable, you know, thing to see. The finish, I guess, blew me away. Like, I think the finish was really, the end of it was more spectacular than when it started to happen, because it wasn't until the eclipse sort of started to come, it was full, and then it started to sort of move through the moon. As it lit up, it turned to a blood moon, and it was absolutely stunning. So I've got some more video around that. Hopefully I'll see if I can post. I'm gonna try my YouTube channel for this particular video, and it's Living My Best Life by Brian Simpson is the YouTube channel, and that'll be posted as well, so you can follow along there. I think I'll get better battery life this way. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of share something that happened to me when I left. I kind of had my little fire and did a little ritual around, you know, letting go, and it was amazing the way it all went down, and the way it played out. It was just absolutely perfect. And when I realized the tide where I was standing was where the big tide was going to be and coming in, I kind of realized after some big waves came crashing in and took my fire away and everything, it was the coolest thing. And it was like not going to be a good idea to stay there. So I started walking out, and when I came out, by that point I was cold. I'd been there for quite a few hours, 2.5 hours, and it gets quite cold at night when the sun goes down here. And so I was walking back, and I noticed some people just starting to build a fire closer in. There actually was a fire pit that I didn't know was there, and we actually kind of talked, and I sort of warmed up by the fire, and you know, they had candles burning, and they had some things they were going to burn. It looked like they were wrapped up, like almost like presents. And we got talking a little bit, and I asked, you know, so did you guys just meet here tonight, being that this is Moonlight Beach, and you know, we've got this event happening? And they said, no, this has been planned for a while. I guess the last full moon, which was January 1st, they did a ceremony, and they collected the ashes from the fire, and they added, she talked about different types of, you know, elixirs and herbal remedies, and they used that to sort of soak up the ashes, and then they froze those into cubes, and then they've kept them until the next full moon. And they were planning on actually going to do this ceremony at Joshua Tree, but because of the fact that this was going to be the best place to view what happened last night, that blue blood moon and lunar eclipse, that they decided they were going to do it there. And then when they told me that, they said, you're welcome to join us. So, I mean, the fire was warm, and I was getting ready to go back to where I'm staying. And am I ever glad I stayed? I got to witness what I learned was, they called it a setting intention ceremony, where they have a good fire going. They use pine needles, and you know, they had bags of them, and if you wanted to let something go, or you wanted to change something, you would think about it, and then as you did that, close your eyes and sprinkle the pine needles into the fire, and they sparkle. And you know, then they added, you know, they had different liquids. Some of them made the fires fly, they go really big, and others just sort of were like essential oils that just sort of like fizzled and didn't do much to the fire. But it was a unbelievably spectacular experience, and I'm so glad I got up, because yesterday kind of got crazy for me. I've been hacked. Looks like my cell phone may have been hacked. I had a broken screen, and all of a sudden now I was being my bank accounts were compromised, and thankfully the bank caught it and had to shut it down. But I am having issues with my iPhone now. My Apple ID's been compromised. I've lost all my music. I am a huge music guy, a huge audiophile, and I'm hoping, because everything was in the cloud, that I'll get it back. But my playlists are there, but none of the songs are there, and that's like, I can't even tell you how many hours that was. So, but anyways, first world problems. But yeah, so it was incredible. I'm feeling really blessed, and I feel energized, and it's just this moon tonight is insane. It's just coming up, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and let you take it in. And I guess my message to you tonight is to just think about new beginnings. This moon, look at how bright it is, and it's not even really up in the sky yet. And you can shine bright like the moon. You just gotta embrace it. You need to seize the day. As Dr. Seuss says, a life with no regrets, right? Live a life with no regrets. Some things are going to happen, but try to strive for that. And remember, if you get the chance, take it. If it changes you, let it. No one said it was going to be easy. They just promised it would be worth it. And I'm going to close on that tonight. And I just want to say that, I'm glad I could share that. I got some great messages back today from some friends back home, and it really touched my heart. And, I feel honored to be able to do this journey and bring it to you. And I'm going to keep it going. I've got my business cards now, and I'm excited. I'm excited to hit Mexico. Probably early next week will be when I make the run for it. So you all take care. Have a fantastic night. Hopefully you can see this moon back in Ontario. And like I said, peace, love. I'm out. Let me see if I can turn this camera around for you. It doesn't seem to want to do that, so let me do it this way. I'll give you a little lay of the land. Have a good night, everyone.